So what I'm doing here today is I'm running a pump, vacuum, and also offload. I'm in a Class B today, which is like a straight truck. Generally, I'm in a Class A or 18-wheeler. You have the valves on both sides. It's better to run the offload from the left side, but I was having an issue with it. It's actually my first time using this truck, but I generally know what I'm doing. I've done it long enough. At any rate, I got my drill, I got my hoses, I'm attached to the bag. You have to make sure everything is secure. It's really important to have a string with one of these hoses because they are heavy. When I first started driving, I didn't have a string, and so it was difficult. You get up here, you have an S-pipe. Again, I didn't have an S-pipe when I first started doing this job. Driving vacuum trucks, the S-pipe makes a world of difference. Otherwise, you're up there trying to close the lid on the hose, hoping it stays secure, but it's going to be a problem because that hose will jump, particularly when you begin to offload or when it's emptying. Nonetheless, here I am pulling in the hose. It is quite heavy, so you want to have a good, sturdy rope. And I'm getting this open. You have to always check the levels. You have a gauge stick. Nonetheless, I'm setting up my S-pipe. It's really important that this S-pipe here is secure, because if it's not secure properly, when you're offloading, there's going to be air going through the hose, and the air is going to make it jump. And when it jumps, obviously that thing can come off. And if that thing comes off, you're going to have a mess. It's going to go everywhere. You're going to have to call some company to come clean it if you can't do it. It can be a real problem. I've seen people do it with acid. You don't want to go down that road. At any rate, here I am hooking it up. You have to make sure everything is secure. Make sure you have your gasket on the inside, otherwise there will be a leak, particularly on offloading. A lot of these hoses, they'll have security, like the little clamps on the side, little pins. You see, they're just different kinds. I'm putting the pin in there. That way, when the hose does jump, it's not going to come off, because they can come off from the S-pipe can come off, or the hose can come disattached, because those dog ears, they call them dog ears, when you close them down, they can get loose. Nonetheless, I know that I'm all hooked up straight. Everything is secure. I'm going to make my way back down to turn on this truck. We get in here, we have what's called a PTO. PTO is what's going to start the pump. On 18-wheelers, you have to make sure the red knob is pushed in, but this is an automatic, so there is no red knob. I hit the PTO switch, open this side. It's my first time using this, but I can figure it out. My truck is a little different. Turns it on, cranks up. One side is going to be pressure, one side is going to be vacuum. I get back up in here, I look at this right here, got it cranked up. Now I can hear it going, I know I'm good to go. On the side here, you'll know if it's pressure or vacuum because there's an air. When it's pressure, it's pulling, and when it's vacuum, it's pushing. Now I know I'm hooked up here. Bam. You can see the hose shoot. That means I'm good to go.